we look into how the consolidate function of Excel works. In consolidate function will basically consolidate the data from different worksheets to a single worksheet. That's the functionality of consolidate. It's pretty easy to understand. We look at how it works. So this is the sample data which I have entered already. So this is the sales data of these drinks for a particular district in different quarters, quarter 1, 3 and 4. And this is the sales data in another district for different quarters for these drinks. We'll try to consolidate both of them. Let's have another sheet. Here we'll try to consolidate both of the data. First we'll try to consolidate the data which is present in the worksheets of the same workbook. This workbook is consolidate workbook. So we'll first consolidate the data from these two worksheets. Next we'll try to consolidate the data from different workbooks. How we'll be doing that we'll see next. First now these two worksheets will see how it does. So for this, get into the data tab. Here we'll have consolidate function. Click on it. Whatever function we want to perform, that has to be selected here. Here I want to add the sales data, so I'm giving the sum function. Sum function is the default function which will be selected here. Next I have to select the reference, the range which I want to add. So I can just go directly here and I'll be selecting this is the range. You can see the order of this data here, quarter 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here coffee, tea, milk and saffron tea. So this is the row labels, coffee, tea, milk and saffron tea. This is the row labels, and for column labels I have quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and quarter 4. This is how I identified. I have given the labels so that even if the order of these rows or column is different in another worksheet, using these labels this function will be able to add the values correctly. That's why we are using the labels. When you see the second worksheet, you can get the clear idea. So I have selected this and I'm giving add. The next is district 2. You can see here quarter 2, quarter 1. Earlier it was 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here I have given 2, 1, 4 and 3. Similarly row order is also different here. So using these row labels it will be able to identify correctly and it will give the correct result. That's why we have this here. I'm selecting this data. Okay, and I'm adding this to top row and left column. These are the labels which we have used in our data. Using that only it will identify and it will sum. So I have selected both of them. Then this is the checkbox, create links to source data. If we select this checkbox, even if we update something in these data sheets, it will get reflected automatically in this data. So I am going to give this checkbox. Let's see the result. So this is the result of the consolidated function. When you give that checkbox, our data will get displayed in this manner. The data of the two different worksheets will also get displayed if we give that checkbox. Links to source data checkbox, if it is selected alone, this data will get displayed. Otherwise, only this row will get displayed. The summed value alone will get displayed. I'll show you the difference by not checking the checkbox here. Okay, let's create another consolidated data. These two ranges are the same. I'm not going to create link to the source data. I'm not going to check this. And now you can see the result. In this data, we don't have this data. This is basically the workbook name in which this worksheet is present. So both of them are in the same workbook, Consolidate. So Consolidate is the workbook name which get displayed for all of these. And you can see the value which has got consolidated here. I'll try to update any value and I'll show you how it gets updated here, because we have created links only here, not here. So say for Q1 coffee, I'm updating here. For district 1, I'm updating from 2000 to 4000 here. Let's see whether it has got incremented to 6000 now. You can note that it has got incremented to 6000. We have given links to source data here, but here it hasn't got updated. It remains the same. So this is how it works. Next, we'll try to consolidate data from different worksheets. The same data I have entered in different worksheets. For that to work, you can first open district 1 and district 2. Whichever worksheets we have to give the data, those workbooks has to be opened and so that we can select the data from there. Consolidate. There are two ways of actually entering the range here. One is actually you can browse and you can say you can browse through that particular file and you can actually get the file name here, and after that we have to enter the range manually. To avoid that, to easily just select the data, we can do in this manner which I am doing now. You have to just keep those workbooks open ready so that you can just select it and you can get that range here. I'm going to select it now. See district 1. And now it is district 2. Now we have added both of the data in top row, left column, create links to source data, and I'm giving OK. Our data is ready here. This is the result which we have got it here. The workbook name is district 1 and district 2. That's why we have got it as district 1 and district 2 here. And this is the data which has been summed up from those workbooks. We have got the result correctly. That's it about the consolidate function.